As wild as it sounds, it all began with the Wi-Fi password. Stop using my Wi-Fi and turn down the music.
Or what?
You could say I have an unhealthy obsession with Ares.
For anybody else who got completely swept up in the Through My Windows movies, this one's for you guys.
You think I don't know about your little obsession with me? Let's go. I know you like me.
From the moment Ares and Raquel locked eyes, their love story had me and I think thousands, if not millions of others. So I thought, why not pull their moments together and relive their journey.
My brother's opening a club and tonight is the opening. I wanted to invite you.
And yes, this wasn't just another random romance. This was yet another Wattpad sensation that took the world by storm.
Are you hiding from me?
I didn't even know you were here.
Karma is a bitch, Greek god.
This whole franchise started as a Wattpad novel by Ariana Godoy and it blew up. It gained so much attention that it turned into a full-fledged movie series on Netflix. And let's be real, Wattpad stories getting adapted into films is slowly becoming like my favourite thing ever because you're kind of always guaranteed that they're going to be really good, it's going to be something for you, you're going to like it because the books are so good to begin with and they kind of have this addictive, guilty pleasure feel. Through My Window wasn't just popular, it kind of became this cultural movement, pulling in fans who love intense, forbidden love stories. The question is, what really makes Through My Window stand out? And at its core, it's simply just a classic tale of forbidden love.
Ares, do you have feelings for me?
Raquel is this ordinary girl who lives next door to the Hidalgo family, who are wealthy, powerful, and definitely not supposed to be mixing with someone like her. And then there's Ares, so he's rich, cold, and completely off limits, as to be expected. His father's got his whole life planned out, including who he should date.
Forget about that girl.
You behave like a piece of shit. Show up, apologize, and think that's enough for me to forget everything?
I've never felt this way.
If you like Ares, cut out all the drama and tell him. Ares!
And then it turns out that Raquel's kind of got this little bit of obsession with him, and she already knows everything about him. She watches him, comes close to stalking, let's be honest.
I can't stay away from her. When she's not near, I feel like I can't breathe, Yoshi. And I really don't care if I'm breathing. The only thing that matters is that she is.
After that, you ghost.
I've been a dickhead.
But when they finally do have their first interaction after that, nothing really matters anymore. They're kind of drawn together, even when they obviously shouldn't be. And that's kind of what just makes it so much better. And it's also a case of she already liked him, and he wasn't interested in her. But then as he starts to peel back these layers of her, he becomes interested. And it's a case of she fell first, he falls harder, and we all love that.
Wake up and let me feel you in my arms again. Because of you, I believe in love. Ares?
I love you, Raquel.
Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous.
How are you? I'll get it.
How are you?
Follow. Hey. We brought wine.
Hey, come on
morning, guys. So nice you decided to come.
Thank you.
That went too far.
Okay.
Go on in.
And basically, as the franchise goes on, Ares and Raquel's relationship is tested again and again, and they fall apart and come back together. And of course, they have to, because otherwise they couldn't keep making movies. But through it all, they never let go fully of each other, even when Ares is with somebody else who's more acceptable in the eyes of his family. They still overcome that. You know, they end up risking their lives for each other. So their relationship, it's messy, it's passionate, it's intoxicating to watch, and Ares tries to fight his feelings for her, but she knows what she wants, and she gets like bolder and more fearless. She's not afraid to go after him, and obviously he plays the I don't do relationships card, which we all know he's lying really after the way we've seen the way he starts to look at her and stuff. But yeah, so obviously their love's not just a fairy tale, otherwise these films wouldn't continue. There wouldn't be a 1, 2, 3, but see, like the class divide between them is real. Like Ares' father expects him to be with someone acceptable, someone from their world, and as much as Ares like wants to pretend that it doesn't affect him, like it clearly does, there's a thing about forbidden love, isn't it? Like it's just never about the two people involved. It's always about everything trying to pull them apart constantly and them overcoming that. So as the series goes on, Ares and Raquel's relationship is obviously tested over and over. They fall apart, they come back together, they get with other people, they find their way back to one another. The story kind of has you counting down the days for each new movie, because you need to know if they're going to finally, I mean, I feel like we all know they're going to finally get their happy ending, but it's just like what's going to happen is what you want to know, and you want to see how they're going to be pushed apart and then how they get pulled back together and have all those steamy moments, you know.
I wanted to tell you that you don't deserve to be played by Ares.
What's wrong?
I don't want to be a secret.
It's all more complicated than you know.
I don't want to go on with this life. You've got to decide.
In between, that's what we're there for. We're not there for the happy ending at the end. We're there for the in between, the messy stuff, and that's what keeps us coming back. The tension, the passion, the feeling that they shouldn't be together, and wondering if,
Honestly, I'm sorry.
you know, some people are fighting for it and some people are against it, because especially from like the first movie, there's this toxic relationship and toxic love element, and it's like, so should they even be together? Is it even good for them to be together? So for a lot of people, like Through My Window isn't just another romance movie, because it's such a story that keeps you hooked. The storytelling is really good, and the scripting and the way it's filmed, like it makes you feel something.